Hello. I just got done watching the movie The Munsters. The Munsters is the newest movie by Rob Zombie. It is just premiered on Netflix. Rob Zombie is mostly known for adult horror movies such as House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects, and even the Halloween remakes. I've seen most of his movies, but I'm not a fan, mostly because his plots are disturbing and disgusting. He has tuned it down in this movie, though, giving it a PG and family friendly tone. He uses the same cast as he does in most of his movies, having his wife Sherry Moon Zombie star as Lily Monster and Jeff Daniel Phillips as Herman Munster. The plot is of the creation of Herman Munster, and he meets and falls in love with Lily Monster. Um, some of my favorites of this movie was the character of Flop, which is the sidekick of Dr. Wolfgang. I don't know who the actor was, but he reminded me a lot like Jack Black. The movie also had cameos from Butch Patrick and Pat Priest, who were the kids on the original Monsters TV show. Um, I really liked the makeup effects and the costumes, and I liked how they had the running joke that everybody's looks ugly in the real world, and they're the ones that look normal. Things that I didn't like about this movie was it was a prequel, so they didn't have their kids yet, like Eddie, or their cousin Marilyn. Um, I really didn't like the first half of the movie. I thought it was dragging and it really didn't make a lot of sense. But once they got married, it seemed to pick up like the same feel for the show. Um, this movie was originally supposed to be shot in black and white, like the original TV show was, but the company that released this, Universal, only wanted it filmed in color. Um, I really didn't care for the lighting in a lot of scenes. It was too bright and could even hurt somebody's eyes. I really didn't like the acting. I'm not a fan of Sherry Moon Zombie's acting, and she was no different in this movie. Although Rob Zombie had a different tone for than his other movies, I thought his directing wasn't too great. Um, I really wasn't a big fan of his script either. I thought it was kind of cheesy, even though the TV show was cheesy in its own. I also disliked the look of Herman Munster. I thought he was just a little too goofy looking, even for this movie. Um, Once again, I know it's supposed to be kind of cheesy, but comparing Fred Gwynne's look from the original TV show, I liked his look better as Herman Munster. Um, some characters that do pop up from the original show are, of course, Lily, Herman, Grandpa, Igor, Lester, Spot, and Herman's boss, Mr. Gateman. Um, Comparing to Rob Zombie's other movies, I think that more people will like this compared to his other movies. I do think if you're a Rob Zombie fan, I would recommend this. I'm not the biggest Rob Zombie fan. Um, would I watch this again? I don't think so. It's just a little too cheesy for me. I do like the original Monster show. I've only seen a couple episodes, but from what I've seen, I've liked. Um, I think this would be fun to watch with younger kids who maybe haven't seen the Monsters show. My final recommendation is I wouldn't recommend watching this, but if you are a fan of the original show, I would maybe check this out. Thanks for listening.